Hey guys, it's Taya, and today I'm going to read Amber the Orange Fairy. So, let's get started. Yeah, just fine. Now, this was from Ruby the Red Fairy if you've watched part 7. So, don't watch this video if you've watched part 7. But if you really want to, even though you've seen it, then watch this video. So, let's get started. What a lovely day, Rachel Walker shouted, staring up at the blue sky. She and her friend Kirsty Tate were running along Rainbow Island's yellow sandy beach. Their parents walked a little way behind them. It's a magical day, Kirsty added. The two friends smiled at each other. Well, the reason I'm doing it here, just because my tablet was low on 5% after I made part 7 of Ruby the Red Fairy. Now I have to record until my tablet is fully charged. Rachel and Kirsty had come to Rainbow Island for their holiday. They had soon found out it was a really magical place. As they ran, they passed rock balls that shone like jewels in the sunshine. Rachel spotted a little splash in one of the pools. There's something in there, Kirsty, she pointed. Let's go and look. The girls jogged over to the pool and crouched down to see. Kirsty's heart thumped as she gazed into the crystal clear water. What is it? She asked. Suddenly, the water rippled. A little brown crab scuttled sideways across the sandy bottom and vanished under a rock. Kirsty felt disappointed. I thought it might be another Rainbow Fairy, she said. So did I, Rachel sighed. Hi, Mummy.
Hi.
Sorry, that was my mummy. So did I, Rachel sighed. Never mind, we'll keep on looking. Of course we will, Kirsty agreed. Then she put her finger to her lips as their parents came up behind them. Shh. Kirsty and Rachel had a big secret. They were helping to find the Rainbow Fairies thanks to Jack Frost's wicked spell. The fairies were lost on Rainbow Island, and until they were all found, there would be no colour in fairyland.
Right, when did I do that? Did you do their dishes or not?
And where was I at? Rachel looked at the shimmering blue sea. Shall we have a swim? She asked. But Kirsty wasn't listening. She was shading her eyes with her hand and looking further along the beach. Over there, Rachel, by those rocks, she said. Then Rachel could see it too.
I thought you did that in the conservatory. No.
Something twinkling and sparkling in the sunshine. Wait for me, she called as Kirsty hurried over there. When they saw what it was, the two friends sighed in disappointment. Just a wrapper from a chocolate bar. Oh,
Welcome.
bye, Granny.
Big kiss. Mwah.
See you tomorrow.
Expect, yeah.
But also, I'm reading Amber the Orange Fairy.
Oh, well done. You like some books, Jane?
Yeah, when did your tablet die, Taya?
Yeah, I'm putting on charge.
Yeah, when did it die?
When I saw it,
Tomorrow, Dana.
it was on 5%. Then I put it on charge.
Okay, bye-bye then.
Anyways, I'm going to get back to reading on a video.
Thanks, Mum.
You're welcome.
Rachel said sadly. She bent down and picked up the shiny purple foil. Purple, huh? Kirsty thought for a moment. Do you remember what the Fairy Queen...
Hey, you're not on a video, are you?
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, you're not going to start
There you
again.
Why?
Because I just interrupted you.
No, I'm already reading. Doesn't matter. Kirsty thought for a moment. Did you remember what the Fairy Queen said? She asked. Rachel nodded. Let the magic come to you, she said. You're right, Kirsty. We should just enjoy our holiday and wait for the magic to happen. After all, that's how we found Ruby in the pot. At the end of the rainbow, isn't it? She put down her beach bag on the sand. Come on, race to the sea. They rushed into the water. The sea was cold and salty, but the sun felt warm on their backs. They waved at their parents sitting on the sand and splashed about in the waves until they got goosebumps. Ow! Kirsty gasped as they paddled out of the water. I just stood on something sharp. It might have been a shell, said Rachel. There are lots of them around here. She picked up a pale pink one and showed it to Kirsty. Let's see how many we can find, Kirsty said. The two girls walked along the beach looking for the shells. They found long, thin blue shells and tiny round white shells. Soon their hands were full. They had walked right round the curve of the bag. The bay. Rachel looked over her shoulder and a sudden gust of wind whipped her hair across. Look how far we've come, she said. Kirsty stopped. The wind tugged her hair. Kirsty stopped. The wind tugged at her t-shirt and made goosebumps stand out on her arms. It's getting cold now, she said. Shall we go back? Yes, it must be nearly tea time, said Rachel. The two girls began to walk back along the beach. They'd only gone a few steps when the wind suddenly dropped again. That's funny, said Kirsty. It's not windy here. They looked back and saw the little swirls of sand being blown in the wind. Where they'd just been. Oh, said Rachel. The two friends looked at each other with excitement. It's magic, Kirsty whispered. It has to be. They walked back and the breeze swirled around their legs again. Then the golden sand at their feet began to drift gently to one side, as if invisible hands were pushing it away. A large scallop shell appeared, much bigger than the other shells on the beach. It was pearly white with soft orange streaks, and it was tightly closed. Quickly, the girls knelt down on the sand, spilling their shells out of their hands. Kirsty was just about to pick up the scallop shell when Rachel put out her hand. Listen, she whispered. They both listened hard. There it was again. Inside the shell, a tiny silvery voice hummed softly. And that is the end. Hope you all enjoyed. Bye.